Welcome to Gashi's Comment TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Today, I want us to look at Raila'S warning to William Samoei Ruto. Because yesterday, Raila Amolo Odinga with his team came out and gave a press conference with guns blazing. Raila was spitting fire. When I listened to Raila Amolo Odinga, I saw somebody who is preparing something. When I look at his face, I saw somebody who is not ready to give in. I saw the Raila of the trenches. I saw the Raila of the 90s. I saw the Raila who is ready to bite the bullets. He fired the warning shots. Ama kweli ni vizuri tuseme kwamba dalili za mvua ni mawingu. Na kulingana na vile ambavyo alikuwa akizungumza, I think William Samoei Ruto and his government need to take him very, very, very seriously. The issue of the Cherera 4 is something that is likely to burn this country. If not properly handled, it is something that is going to explode. Ni jambo ambalo linaweza kuwapiga wanaazimio na wanauda chega. Ni jambo ambalo linaweza kuleta taharuki kubwa sana katika nchi. Ni jambo ambalo ikiwa halitachukuliwa kwa njia ambayo inafaa, linaweza kuitumbukiza nchi hii katika masaibu ambayo yanazidi ya jehanamu. And this is not what the country would want. This is not what Raila Amolo Odinga would want. But if you listen to what he was saying, he was very, very clear. He was very, very categorical that Cherera 4 are going nowhere. Cherera 4 must be handled legally. And they were able to walk out of the judicial, that committee of parliament that is concerned with judicial affairs, judicial and legal affairs. Aliweza kuwaongoza na kina Kalonzo, kina Martha Karua and others. They were able to walk out from Jailak, and they walked out in protest, after which they gave a very hard-hitting statement, a statement that scared the nation, a statement that sent shockwaves down the spines of the corridors of power, down the spine of the powers that be. Ni jambo ambalo kulingana nami ni jambo ambalo linafaa kuchukuliwa kwa uzito ambao unafaa. Linafaa kupewa kipaumbele, because if not properly handled, Kenya can turn into a very different country. And I want us to look at in this video the things that Raila Amolo Odinga is likely to do, kwa sababu kulingana naye, he was warning William Samoei Ruto. And when you look at the tone, I say the tone was caring. The tone was that of a man who is talking with finality. The man is one who cannot fail to do what he wants, especially when the people are being tempted to do things that they are not supposed to do. The first thing I can see is that Raila Amolo Odinga is going to call people to protest. He is going to tell people to come out to the streets, which would be very dangerous for this country, which would be very bad for this country. If people are to come out of the street, I think to tell them to go back will be very, very difficult. Kwa sababu unajua hasa katika jiji kuu la Nairobi, Baba has the majority of the following in Nairobi. What many people don't know is that they think the majority of Baba supporters are in Kisumu. They are in Nyanza. It is not the case. Nairobi, Baba has a lot of following, more than any other politician in Kenya. And that is why I've always said, I've always opined this channel, ignore Baba at your own peril. Ni jambo ambalo tunalijua vizuri sana. But the good thing with Baba is also very, very patient. He is giving Ruto all the time to organize the country. And it's like Ruto is failing to skip the rope. Ruto is not doing what they want. The other thing that Baba is likely to do, Baba is likely to rally the blue states and unite the blue states. Umoja ni nguvu, utengano ni udhaifu. Remember, this country is delicate. Remember, the Republican blue state is solidly behind Baba. The blue state is one group of people, is one group of nation. Let me call it the blue nation for now, according to the voting pattern of 2022. The blue nation is one bitter nation. The blue nation is one delicate nation. The blue nation is one agri nation. The blue nation is one that feels that Baba should give directions. If Baba were to call demonstration today, if Baba was to tell them to come out to the street today, I'm telling you, we will come out kutoka mkubwa hadi yule mdogo kabisa. And this is Baba for you. The other thing that Baba is likely to do, he is likely to call them not to pay taxes to Kenya Kwanza. UDA is likely to suffer irreparable damage. Kumbuka akiwaambia wasilipe watalipa, especially those who are in private businesses. I think the only people who can pay, because they'll be forced to pay and they have no choice, are those who are employed by the government. The civil service, the teachers, the military guys and the police, those watalipa na si wengi. Lakini kumbuka ya kwamba most of the government taxes comes from business people. And if we tell them not to do this, you can see the damage that will be done to this economy. That is why I'm saying it is very, very important for William Samuel Ruto to come up with a way how to handle the Cherera 4, because in my view, these people did not do anything wrong. These people were just saying that the process was fraudulent, which in my view was also fraudulent. And if the independent auditors were to audit these elections, you agree with me, and you agree with what Cherera was saying, that it was opaque, it was not transparent. And even the ruling of the Supreme Court was not something that did not augur well, something that was not convincing. The fact that Azimio accepted the ruling of the Supreme Court did not say that they agree with it. And that's why I'm saying Baba is likely to tell people not to pay taxes. There is also the possibility of having people not visit the government offices. There's that possibility. Kwa sababu Baba akiwaambia hivi watafanya hivi. Na they can also seek services from the county offices without going to the national offices. Ni jambo ambalo hatuwezi tukalikubali litokee katika nchi hii ambayo tunaipenda sana. So the other thing is that most likely Jubilee will leave completely from Azimio. This is something that should happen as soon as possible, and because they are there, but some are saying they have left, others are saying they have paid the debt. The earlier they leave, the better for Azimio or ODM, whatever now you want to call it, can organize itself better, because these guys are causing a lot of confusion, and they have just been there because they are just after their own interests. We agree that politics is just a matter of interest. They let them go, so that Azimio, because you can see Kalonzo there, you can see Mother Karua there, and Raila there. These are guys who are able to organize themselves properly. The other thing is that what is likely to happen is that Ruto is likely to be impeached. Remember, kuna watu wengi sana mpaka upande wa Kenya Kwanza ambao wanaona sasa what Ruto is doing is not the right thing. Some are in agreement that some of his CS like Moses Kuria can be impeached. And remember, this country, Baba just needs the support of just a handful, because ukiangalia utaona ana wabunge wengi pale, even in the Senate. The number is razor thin. The number is very small. The margin is very small. So William Samoei Ruto is laying ground for impeachment. Now, whether it passes or not, if there is an attempt to impeach him in Parliament, which is a legal process, I think it is going to dent his image and dent the image of this country. When the country is united, when the country is peaceful, it is for the good of all of us. So the Cherera 4, if not properly handled, I think can cause a lot of problem in this country. Remember, we have a time bomb in this country. The unemployment of the youth, who just need a small trigger, just a trigger, and they will erupt. Remember, I've talked about the skyrocketing of prices, skyrocketing of commodities. It's something that is not auguring well in this country. So people are bitter. People know that if they are not going to be handled properly, things can go wrong. And if we look at Baba, I'm saying that Baba who was talking is Baba who is very different. And for the first time since the elections, we saw him almost giving the elections. In fact, he was drawing the red line kwa sababu he was addressing William Samoei Ruto and UDA in general with a lot of bitterness, with a lot of clarity in his mind. And we look at Baba, Baba is still strong. Baba is still the Raila that we know. And if you are here for the first time and you are wondering who this person is, this is Raila'S Kaiman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. I request you just one thing: like a video today, give it a thumbs up, and for viewers, comment and let us know what you think about this. Because if you ask me, I can tell you, Cherera 4 can cause a lot of problem to this government. Bye bye.